Okay, so this time I've got a little tutorial demonstration to share with you of how to create a puzzle book. It's a handmade little journal and it's all about how you fold your paper. So this one for the creative kit that I have at the studio, it includes a larger piece of paper, two cardboard covers, some decorative paper to cover your cardboard. It will have ribbon and some embellishments, maybe some extra paper. I've got some little cutout stamps, maybe some buttons, those kind of fun things to add if you so choose to. Even if your cardboard has a really nice finish to it, like this one is metallic and kind of fibrous, it would make a pretty nice cover in itself. And you can leave it just like that, or you can cover it. So I'm going to show you how to cover it, cut your paper, and assemble it all together. With our paper, I'm going to show you how to cover the covers. You're going to take your cover and just kind of center it onto your paper. We're going to snip off the corners, little triangles, each corner. There we go. Make sure you have on hand the scissors, a glue stick, and white glue. A side of your paper that you would like to show, just make sure that it is face down on the, which would be the outside. So I'm going to just get this centered again. I'm going to use my white glue here. I find it's just a little bit stronger. And just a fine little bead around the edge there. Don't need a lot, it will squish out. So just a tiny little bit. And then holding it in place, I'm just going to fold down each of those edges. Just give it a few seconds to kind of start to hold. And then off to my other sides. If you have bulldog clamps kicking around, they come in really handy for this part. Just clamp them on the edge and they'll hold your paper in place so your fingers don't have to do it. It sets pretty quick. And then this one. And your cover is covered. Okay, so we've got the front and the back to do. So same thing again. Decide which way I want to show. I think that's going to be my outside, so it's going to go face down. Take my cardboard square here, trim off the corners. I go really close to that corner there. Okay, a little bead of glue around each edge. just hold it in place till it starts to take hold and set a little bit. And then just do all of your sides. Just holding all of your edges down. Make sure they're set. That one, a little bit of. I'm not going to stick them on top of each other because they will get stuck together at this point. So just kind of keep an eye on them and set them off to the side, and we're going to fold our pages of our book. So we're going to go off to the side. And I'm going to take your paper. I'm just going to move my glue out of the way. So start by folding your paper in half. Okay. And then the edge to that center fold. And then the other edge to that center fold. There we go. And open all that up again. And I'm going to, and then just go about, we're going to split it into threes, into thirds. So over one and the other, and then I always just make sure they fit like that on the inside. So that edge is, you can also open it up and fold this one into the middle. That's much easier. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to cut it like the letter M. So this one is going to get cut through the first square and the second square, right along that fold. And same with the farthest column there. It's going to get cut through the first square and the second square, and we stop right there, right along that fold. And then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to cut from this edge through the first and the second square, and then stop. So now this way, upside down, it kind of looks like the letter W with those folds. See? Here, so you've got your W like that. So now we're going to fold it like an accordion. So back and forth and back and forth. So this one comes towards me, and then it's going to go away. And towards and away. Towards and away. Towards and away. It's kind of like an over, under, and over, and under. And there we go. So now our pages are all folded nice and compact that will fit inside of our book. Okay. So you'll want to grab your covers. Make sure they're dry. Mine aren't quite dry yet. So I have one that is dry and ready to be put together. So these were my covers from the other one. So I think I want it to go like that on the outside. So I'm going to flip them over so I see the inside. Fairly close together. And then we're going to put our string on first, our ribbon. So this is what's going to allow our little book to stay closed. Okay. So I'm going to first use my glue stick. Cover the entire inside of these covers. Good and sticky. Good and sticky. Okay, I'm going to keep these close together again. Okay, I'm going to use my white glue now just because I feel it's a little bit stronger, especially for the fabric. I'm going to put a line of white glue kind of along the middle of the cover. I'm going to leave that little tiny space in there between those two again. Kind of find the middle of my there, and I'm just going to press that into my white glue. Okay. Then I'm going to get my pages ready. And they're going to just, one side is going to, make sure it's opening up this way. Okay, and same with, so that's like the front cover. And center that. Press that down. And then I'm going to close my back cover on top. Make sure it's straight. I can pull my ribbon nice and tight. And I'm going to let that dry really well, keeping it closed. And then you're going to choose like which side do you want as the front. Okay. So I've got both sides there. I think I want this to be my front. So I'm going to take some of my extra little scraps of paper. I think I like this one. I'm going to stick it right there. Which part do I like? More of the blue or the green on there? I think I like that. So I'm going to trim it. Just so I get all of my ivory off. Put some glue down. And I'm going to stick that there. I like the one. I don't know if I like that blue. I'm going to choose not to use that. I'm just going to put this piece of paper here. And maybe that on top of it. I like that one. So I'm going to double up my strips of paper there. So this time I'm going to put the glue on my strip here. And there we go. So I'm going to let this dry and set. And then I'm going to trim that off. So I'm just going to hold it so you can see me get it all trimmed. The glue isn't holding everything completely in place yet, so I'm just going to be very careful, just so you can see what it's like when it's finished. Things can slide out of place. So just there. And there we have it. And then this can be tied right up. And it'll be able to keep your pages all closed. And you can fill it with doodles and drawings. You can have a little journal. You can record any little notes or ideas or happenings. Or you could give it as a gift. There you go. Have a great day.